Okay, now I'm ready to start adding some content to these pages. There's a couple traditional ways of laying out some shapes or some containers for content. Now, if you want to do the layout of your article or whatever you're working on and you don't have images yet from the photographer, or you don't have your images ready yet, you can still design that layout using this rectangle frame tool with the X in it, and I can drag out where I want those images eventually be, even if they're not ready yet. Okay, so I can lay those out. I can come to my move tool or my selection tool here and move those around. Those are like placeholder frames for images. I can click those, move them wherever I want, resize those, and do whatever I want with these. I'm going to delete these just by clicking on them and hitting delete. I'm not going to go that route. I already have my images ready. What I can also do is drag out some text boxes or type boxes that add my text of my article in here. I'm going to make this one cover this first page here and actually drag it out, click and drag out and let go, and now there's a text box right here. It's going to have my cursor there. I can start typing if I want, my keyboard. If I can type my article right in here, I can copy my article from Microsoft Word and paste it in here, which you should probably do. Now what I'm going to do is fill this with placeholder text. Placeholder text, just nonsense text that will fill this box, and then I can still do my layout even if the article is not ready. Okay, so I'm going to click to the selection tool, and that box should already automatically be selected, that text box or type box you can see. If I click something else, I can still come back over here and click that type box. There it is. You can see the outline of it with those guidelines. And I can right click and fill with placeholder text. There it is. I could edit that text if I actually want to. It's mostly it's just nonsense word, jabberwocky. I can go back to my type tool and I can reselect all or parts of that text, do some changes to it. I'm going to select that, and I'm up here on type tool. I can look up here in my control panel. I have character formatting options. I also have some paragraph formatting. I could adjust all the paragraph formatting, spaces between paragraphs, indents, all those type of things, some pre-made styles for my paragraphs. We're not going to do that with this basic project. I can also adjust some of the characters. Okay? I can adjust the character size if I want. I could change the character size. 12 should be fine for this project. I can change the font, maybe to Helvetica or something. I could search for that font, type it in here. Helvetica regular should be fine. With your body text, the main text that people would read of your article, you want to keep it a legible size, readable size, but also a very simple readable type, like Helvetica, Times New Roman, Arial, Minion Pro, some of your basic legible fonts. Don't want to get too crazy or creative with the body text. Okay, so I have that placeholder text there, and then I can make some changes. It's a little too, it's going to be, if this is a magazine size or newsletter size, that's a little too wide. All right, my eyes are going to get tired from going all the way across there. So I can make some other adjustments to that text frame. So let me go to my selection tool, click that box or that text frame, right click. I can do some text frame options, and I'm going to change the number of columns from 1 to 2. And you can see it changes in 2 columns, but this is called the gutter, the space in between there. I think that's a little too close together. If I don't see my changes, I should make sure preview is selected here. I want to make a little more space between my columns, so that's the gutter. I can increase that. And this is up to you. You can sort of do it until it feels right to you at this point. That might feel good. It might be too much of a gutter there. I'm going to keep it at 3.75 inches. I think everything else is the same. I think I can keep everything else. Justification, I can line it to the top, center, bottom, or justify. I think I'm going to keep it on justify for now. And paragraph spacing, limit should be fine. Text wrap, that's if I put images in it or push the text out of the way. I wanted to do that, so I'm going to leave that text wrap, not ignore text wrap, not selected. I can say OK. There we are. Now with text, this red box on here tells me that there's more text. All right, made columns, so some of the text got pushed outside of the box, and it's telling me, hey, there's more text to this article or whatever you have, and that I'm going to have to make another text box or type box, text frame to put that text in. Okay, so I could get my type tool and come over here and drag out another text frame. Click and drag that out. For this, I can go to my move tool or selection tool, click on that, I have that text, and put it right here in this other text frame. Okay. I go back here, select this text frame, right click, fill, continue to fill a placeholder. Now if that's your article, obviously you don't have to fill a placeholder. I want this frame to be 2 columns also. Right click. Once again, I'm on my selection tool. Text frame options, 2 columns. And I want that gutter to be the same, 3.75. And okay, there we are. Now, if I had one more page of text, I could add it down there for my article. There, I have some of my basic text laid out. In our next video, we'll come in and add some images.